This is a normal Lego brick. This is a tiny Lego brick. This is a massive Lego brick. And these are a bunch of other types of Lego bricks. And I'm going to be testing out each of these side by building some crazy stuff with them in order to see which Lego brick is the best. Starting off with the smallest type of Lego brick, these are nano blocks. Look how small these pieces are next to a quarter. These are a fourth of the size of a normal Lego brick and are super hard to even connect to each other because of how tiny they are compared to your finger. There's a bunch of nano block sets that are sold on the internet, so I decided to buy this one. It's my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to build this and then try and build a fully custom city and then rate the nano blocks on the scoreboard of pieces. This Pokemon set was actually really tough to build because of how tiny the pieces are. It was a lot easier to make a building mistake compared to normal Lego. The build actually turned out looking pretty sick, but for something with 220 pieces, it looks pretty small next to a 4-piece minifigure. But now I'm buying some more nano block pieces that I'm going to use to build a mini city. Nano blocks also sell some accessories like this tiny base plate and these tweezers that you can use to pick up the pieces because of how small they are. But now I'm going to use all of these pieces to build a city. Alright, here is the mini Lego city. I made some tiny skyscrapers, some trees, and even though a Lego minifigure looks giant compared to this, the tiny pieces were actually pretty fun to build with. It gets a 6 out of 10. Okay, but for this next brick, there are actually edible Lego bricks that you can buy. So I bought these gummy bricks that claim that you can actually stack and build with them, so I'm going to test out how good they are. They come in a bunch of different flavors and sizes. Alright, I'm going to try this. It basically tastes the same as Haribo gummies. Pretty good. But I'm going to test out if I can actually build with them or they're just meant to be eaten. And for these pieces and a bunch of the other bricks later in the video, I'm going to ask some YouTubers for suggestions on what to build. And for the first YouTuber suggestion,
it would be really cool if you could build like some sort of a skyscraper. I think that would be so fun.
Okay, so I started building a skyscraper. I'm going to stack up a bunch of these bricks. And yeah, this is looking really good. Oh crap, it's leaning backwards. No! The skyscraper kept falling down because whenever I stacked the gummies, they weren't strong enough to stay in place and it kept tipping over and destroying itself. Okay, since the skyscraper failed, I'm gonna try and build something else that can actually stay as one piece. I tried building a horse with the gummy bricks. Bruh. Bro, how did his head fall off? And then I tried building a pyramid, which is actually the only build that stayed together. Okay, it looks like someone is trying to eat it. Get away. Okay, but the next brick is this. These are Lego Modulex, which are slightly bigger than nano blocks, but still a lot smaller than Lego bricks. These were sold officially by Lego in 1963. Isaac Newton probably grew up on these. And to decide what I'm gonna build with these, I'm gonna ask another YouTuber.
Okay, so with those tiny pieces, I want you to build a whole house, and for some extra challenge, add some furniture inside.
All right, let's do this. Even though these tiny pieces were bigger than the nano blocks and easier to build with, the piece selection was pretty small, so the house ended up looking like a noob house from Minecraft. Okay, but for the next 2 bricks, I'm gonna make some custom homemade ones. In order to do this, these are plastic molds that have the shape of Lego bricks and even minifigures that you can use to make pieces out of any material. But I want to make 2 different types of bricks and test out building with them. First, Lego made of ice. So I filled up some of the molds with this thing called water. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And then I threw it in the freezer to transform. The second type of brick I want to make, I needed to go to Target to buy some material. All right, we're here. In this next clip, you're going to see what I'm going to use. So I'm gonna make Lego bricks out of chocolate, and then I'm gonna taste test them and build whatever the next YouTuber suggests. So I melted the chocolate up, filled the molds, and threw it in the freezer. Okay, I'm gonna check on these tomorrow morning, but in the meantime, it is time to move on to the next size up. This is Lego. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. Yup, the next size up is normal Lego bricks, the most iconic building block in the world, and I'm gonna test it out against all these other bricks.
Yo, Sacred, Terragreen here. I challenge you to build a Lego dinosaur set.
Okay, so I went to the Lego store to buy a set. I bought this Lego dinosaur set for $60 and built it. The set was actually really cool. It had this nice little boat strolling through the water that can get eaten by this giant dinosaur. It has this mouth that can move up and down and bite your finger off. It has a body that you can twist around. Lego is definitely the best type of building block so far because of the selection of parts you can get, the minifigures, and how easy it is to build with. These are going to be tough to beat, but for some of the pieces later in the video, I'm going to be doing some more intense challenges, like a build off with other Lego YouTubers, building what AI tells me to, and pranking a YouTuber with a life-size Lego creation. But first up, with the power of magic, I'm going to make this Lego brick a real brick. This is a real brick that's the size of a Lego brick. So yeah, this is probably what it would be like if Lego was real. This brick is a lot heavier than a normal Lego brick. I even dropped them both in a glass of water to see which one sinks first. Okay, the Lego brick didn't sink, but the real brick literally just plummeted to the bottom of the ocean. But anyways, I'm gonna actually see if I can build something with these. Okay, since none of the pieces have any studs, they can't even connect. Let's see what I make. I'm gonna try and build a house. Crap. Okay, it looks like it broke. Okay, that completely failed, but I'm not gonna give up there. I have another idea. I'm gonna try and build a wall around this llama to protect it from a Nerf gun blast. I'm gonna shoot this at the wall and see if the llama survives. All right, here's the wall. It is now time to test this out. Shot number 1. Bruh. Okay, that didn't really do much. I'm gonna try it from really close by to see if that does anything. Okay, literally just flew back and hit me in the face. So I guess that means the concrete did a good job. Okay, those are pretty cool. But speaking of cool, the ice and chocolate pieces have now cooled down and I'm ready to test them out. Okay, it looks like they're all definitely frozen. So let's see what the pieces look like. Hopefully they don't break apart and they actually are stable. So I started to pop them out. Okay, these are really cold. Yeah, maybe because they're made of ice. The minifigures turned out looking pretty good, and the bricks also came out without breaking and actually have proper solid studs on the top. I'm gonna test out if I can connect it to a normal Lego brick. It actually worked, but now the pieces are quickly starting to melt, so I'm gonna see if I can build a tower. I think the minifigures have died, by the way. So I tried connecting and stacking the pieces to make the tower, but none of the pieces could actually connect how normal Lego pieces connect, since there's no holes on the bottom. So yeah, this is a failed product, and now everything is melting and raising the sea level. But hopefully, I can actually build something with the chocolate bricks. Just like the ice, I got an army of minifigures that are 100% Hershey's chocolate, a giant chocolate minifigure, and a bunch of bricks that I'm gonna try and build with. And even though all of these pieces are the same size, if I ever want a smaller one, I can make it homemade. Okay, but to find out what to build, in this video, attention! I have Lego chocolate bricks. What should I build?
Oh, build a statue of a Lego minifigure out of chocolate. Then I'm gonna eat it.
All right, here we go.
Bruh.
Okay, here's the statue. None of the bricks could actually connect, so I just squished them together, and I guess gravity did the job. And now I'm gonna surprise him with this. All right, I got you a gift. What do you think?
Can I eat it?
Yes.
I'm gonna eat his hand off. That's what happens if you don't subscribe.
Okay, but the next size up is Lego Duplo. These are those Lego sets that are meant for 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 1.5-year-olds. And these pieces are actually 8 times as big as a normal Lego brick, so that little kids don't choke on them. And I'm gonna go into Target, being a fully grown adult, and buy a Lego Duplo set. I found this mystery box set that had a variety of pieces in it, so I decided to get it. I think I just set the world record for the oldest person buying a Lego Duplo set. Inside of this set, there's a bunch of different pieces, these 2 minifigures that look pretty creepy, and this instruction book, but instead of being like a normal instruction book which tell you exactly how to build something, it just gives you an image of different build ideas that you can make with the pieces. A lot of the pieces are also custom molded to be easier to build with, like these 2 pieces that are clearly meant to be a car, and the minifigures are only 1 piece so that the kids can't practice mutilating them. But now I'm gonna actually try and build some stuff with this. Compared to all the other bricks, Duplo had the least amount of pieces, so I decided to build a bunch of mini builds. And I can definitely see why these are meant for little kids, because the bricks are super simple. So compared to all the other bricks so far in the video, these are definitely the worst. I paid $40 for this. These are 3 out of 10, unless you're under 3 years old. Okay, but even though these Duplo pieces are really big, they aren't even the biggest type of piece. But before we get to the biggest, the largest, I'm gonna test out some more edible pieces, starting off with Lego waffles. This is a Lego waffle maker that can actually make waffles shaped like different Lego bricks. So I'm gonna cook some up and see what I can build with them.
You can see that.
Let's try one. That's actually really good.
These pieces actually turned out looking pretty good. They can connect with each other, they taste really good, and I think I could build something pretty cool. Now to figure out what to build, I got another YouTuber suggestion.
What should I build out of Lego waffles?
Low-key a house, and maybe a car.
Are you gonna rate it after?
Yeah, I'm down.
So first, I'm gonna make a car. Okay, here's what I made. It has some square wheels.
This thing can go to 0 to 60 in 1 second.
I might have been able to make a car, but now I need to make a house, which won't be easy since these waffles are super floppy and will probably just collapse. Okay, I managed to make a house, but the roof looks super wacky, so I'm gonna see what the plop rates it out of 10. Overall, these are actually pretty good to build with, and they definitely taste the best out of any of the edible items so far. But speaking of edible items, we're gonna do one more edible item, and for this one, I'm gonna ask AI what to build, and I'm gonna have some other YouTubers do a build off. And the edible bricks are these. This is Lego candy, but unlike the gummies from earlier, these bricks are hard. They also come in a bunch of different flavors, but do they taste as good as the gummies? Okay, this is really hard, but tastes kinda good. But the pieces do actually connect a lot better than the gummy ones, so let's see what I can build. For this one, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what I should build.
Alright ChatGPT, I'm building some stuff out of Lego candy. Give me some ideas on what to build.
Absolutely, let's do it. So you could start by building a cute little candy duck, just something simple and fun. Then maybe put together a nice candy house to go along with it. After that, you can create an edible little mini person just for fun, and then a tiny candy truck. And finally, you can top it off with a candy dog to complete the scene.
Okay, so even though these pieces taste like the bottom of a shoe, they're actually really good to build with, and shout out to the Clanker for the suggestions. But I still have a bunch of these pieces, so I'm gonna do another challenge with them. Except, this time I have 3 different YouTubers that are gonna be doing a build competition. And I'm also gonna have TD Bricks be the judge to see who wins. And whoever wins, I'm gonna buy them whatever they build. I set a timer for 5 minutes, and they got building.
Oh god, I gotta think about this.
I just want to eat this, I'm not gonna lie.
Winner can eat all of them.
All of them? Oh,
Yes.
no.
10 seconds. Oh, he stole the pieces.
Bro, this is a troll. Wait, hold on.
Oh, that is it.
Oh, that's it.
And after 5 minutes, here's what happened.
All right, what do we got here?
So I got the 3 pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx.
This is like a villager house from Minecraft, and this is like a duck. This was a house, the roof collapsed, and so now it's abstract art, conveying how time destroys everything.
Those were the 3 builds, and now I got the judge here to decide the winner.
And whichever one wins, I'm gonna buy them what they made.
Buy of someone the pyramids of Giza. Are you Gru from Despicable Me?
Start with third. Okay, just because this is it looks broken, I'm gonna give that third.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, bro. It's kind of simple. I'd probably give this that second. This is cool. I give that first.
Bro.
And with that, we had a winner.
All right, what am I gonna buy the winner?
I literally built a villager house from Minecraft, so I guess we could play.
But now, before testing the final piece in the video where I prank one of my friends, I'm gonna do a speed round showing you some rare and custom pieces. This is a Lego brick that's literally made out of metal. It's much heavier than a normal brick, and I'm gonna test it out in the water to see how fast it sinks. That might have been faster than the Titanic. This is a 3D printed Lego brick that's twisted. It's kind of like your spine after sitting on a 10-hour flight. And these are Lego Primo bricks, which were a line of pieces meant for babies, even younger than Lego Duplo. Lego stopped selling these in 2006, which is literally the year I was born, so I guess they didn't want me to play with Lego when I was born. And they even sold their own versions of minifigures that scarred kids for life. But even though these bricks are pretty big, they're still not as big as the final brick in this video. It is time for the final rank up. The brick that's the biggest of them all is this. This is a big block. They aren't actually official Lego, but they're sold on Amazon and can be used to make life-size builds because they're massive and connect well together. But to test these massive pieces out, I'm gonna prank my friend. One of the YouTubers that gave me a build suggestion earlier in this video is coming to visit me tonight, and he's gonna be staying in this room, and my plan is to prank him with these. Here's my idea. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the mattress with a giant slab of Lego bricks, and then I'm gonna cover it with the bed sheet, cover it with the blanket, make it look like a completely normal bed, and then see his reaction when he tries to sleep on it. So that's what I did. I removed the mattress so that it's just the bed frame, and now I just need a bunch of these bricks.
Okay, so it looks like the mattress is 2 bricks high, so I just need to stack a bunch of bricks and build this mattress. All right, time for the first piece.
So I'm gonna build a massive slab that hopefully doesn't break apart and a human can actually lie on it and feel the pain of all those giant Lego studs. Definitely don't try this at home, but after an hour of building, boom.
All right, it is time for the very last piece. There we go!
We have a mattress that's completely made of Lego.
Here, wait, I'm gonna try and like sit on it and see if it works. Okay, I'm fully lying down on it right now and it is not broken, so this is a pretty good mattress.
I then covered it with the bed sheet, the blanket, the pillows, and now it looks like a completely normal bed, but little does anyone know, it is made of Lego bricks. And this is how it looks from underneath. It looks really cool.
And as soon as he tries hopping in the bed, his back is gonna get a nice massage.
So all I had to do now was wait a couple hours until he arrived, and here is what happened.
This is your bed. Alright, right here. Yeah.
Is it comfy?
Enjoy. Yeah, sorry, it's a little firm.
Dude, is there a mattress on this or
It's a new like type of foam.
Nah, y'all playing with me.
It's good for your back.
All right, what are your overall thoughts?
At the end of the day, if this is where I gotta sleep, it's where I gotta sleep, you know, and we make the best of it. We stay optimistic, and that's it.
What if we all just sleep here and cuddle together?
Slide, bro.
Let's go!
I guess we learned that normal Lego is still the best type of building brick, and that Lego beds are actually pretty comfy. Shout out to all the YouTubers who were featured in this video, and click on another video to keep watching.
All right, what would you rate the Lego candy?
2 broken teeth out of 10. It's like a 4.
Like a 6 or 7.
It was like, he said in the meme. I'd give it like a 5.